Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it a yard or so. Past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Third ring. Check to the set. Half. Watch the pass. Small. No. Watch out.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson. And he'll find Golladay. That's complete. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll get this one to Golladay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Keith Bullock in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, pressure gets to him again. Reggie White. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 24 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one taken from the 7.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Brian Burns in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now it's Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 1st down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. After the sack on first down, Jackson, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that...
Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try and run for it with both. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Jackson now down around his goal line. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. On first down, Peyton. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now on second and 13, Jackson flushed out right. Complete, it's Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Watch the whip.
They'll run now with Bo Jackson, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
You got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Check, check, check.
Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Julio Jones. As time expires in the first half, the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And an alley to run. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
We gonna work. Ready, go.
They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
At the Lions,
Here we go, here we go. 70 ending. Hey. Watch the eye. Watch twist, watch twist, watch. Twist, twist. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
On 2nd down, Peyton. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll run here with Bowen. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
They go play action now. Jackson escaping the... And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Walter Payton, 77 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Payton. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's caught. Jones. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Jackson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. They go play action with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Galladay, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 60 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
Championships, baby. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch, switch.
Johnson's got it complete. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he's going to go down. They get it to him back at the 40. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. This complete to Jones. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So we got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4 and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17.
On 2nd down now. It's Jackson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Jackson. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football.